Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a crease. It's Lott. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Carr. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. After run, now throw. He'll try to do it himself. The ball's free. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Good.
Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
He rifles one deep to the left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play if you're the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll try the left side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Fires left. Finds his man. It's locked. At the 40, there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's Reed. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off-play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
He's going to run it. Finds Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game is finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He's been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw.
They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Wow.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Hard running there. Got room to work. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move to his left. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
I can't believe.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice.
Snap him.
Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business.
Snatch him.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off-play action on first down. Finds his tight end. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed down at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but
Somebody
they are
get
in
that guy.
business.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field.
Touchdown, Aggies! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, it's picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for room. It's locked. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Let's go.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like
Yeah,
this.
some goddamn
And it's been a good game. I mean, it's
no
been
more.
a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process.
quarter
Now once you
running
get to
shit.
the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's
Bing.
going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Bing.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about
Come
these
on.
coaching staffs with respect to who does
That
make
is.
the best
Hurry up.
adjustments. There's a lot of
Damn
coaches
field.
that
Hurry
believe
up.
we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Look at that.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside
Thank
the
you.
pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the
Read.
ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's going to take off. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a
I
really
am
good
going to
pickup
kill
as they're
him.
starting to
I'm
move.
going to kill him.
A big key for this offense coming into this game was getting this quarterback
Sorry,
going,
sir.
running the
I killed
football.
that
With
man.
that last scramble, he's now over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he is not done yet.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell
Shooter.
it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Right down the middle.
Such a hand.
He's got the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Touchdown, Aggie! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Too much.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. Hits a seam wide open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Okay.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line.
There you go.
Looking to pass. It's Reed. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion.
I don't like what's going on.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moss.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Back to pass on second down.
I don't think.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Right back to the well. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Throws toward the end zone.
Give me that ball, boy.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Looking for a gap. It's Love. There he goes. Passes sticks and still on his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Looking left.
Nope.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And when it's 3rd and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You can tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Going to try to get it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, better look out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Now rolling to the left. Oh, look out, the ball's free.
Ball loose.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. And you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Wham.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, that they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to run for it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Touch pass on the run. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Running to the left. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Might as well give it to him again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Back to throw, it's Carr. There's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Love. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Irish! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Bussey. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Hey, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give your chance. Give yourself a
goddamn football.
Quit
playing on me. Quit playing on me. Quit playing on me.
And a tremendous way for this defense to finish
Good
the
game.
interception as
Quit
the
playing on me.
clock reaches 0.
Quit playing on me.